And Jackie, let's go to you. Same thing, because we've talked about storytelling as well, telling this story through brand ambassadors and sponsored reps. What is the story that you like, or NGK likes their team riders and athletes to tell? And is it a story that is consistent among all the different racing disciplines, or does motorcycle racing have a different story than, let's say, drifting versus drag racing?
Yeah, I tend to like different stories. And honestly, like, just with the sponsorship and the amount of applications that we have, just having a polished social media um handle, where you're posting your videos and you're consistently posting, you would think that would be the easiest thing, but it actually is the hardest thing. Like I seem to get, like I can't, I get applications where, you know, they're not posting consistently, they're not posting any even relevant material regarding racing, because they kind of mix up personal and motorcycle, or personal and racing, and it's not consistent. I mean, just that little thing, people always come back when they ask me, like, well, why didn't you consider us for sponsorship? And I'm like, if you just cleaned up that social media, I try to tell them, do this, this, and this. Maybe separate your racing social media from your personal, and then really focus on your racing one, and make that consistent. Don't post every 3 months, post once a week at least, or at least get on a cycle, and put yourself out there. I mean, you would just think that would be like a no-brainer. Everyone does that, but that is probably the biggest thing that I have to ask people to work on when they come to me. Because I mean, on a motorcycle, like you were saying, there's only one spot on a fender,
Yeah.
and then there's spots on people's leathers, but they're like, an inch big. So those folks who ride motorcycles have a harder time. They don't have enough real estate to sell. So you have to really sell yourself on content building and like stuff like that. That's what I'm interested in. That's what we're interested in. No one's going to really see my 1 inch logo, on a screen going by, like, 100 miles an hour. So it's all that other stuff that we're interested in.